safe landing, and then we'll move into the phases of this mission, which are really, let's recover the vehicle, let's recover the crew, let's make our assessments, and at that point we'll be covering.
And we have splashdown of the AX-4 crew back on planet Earth.
Welcome home.
SpaceX Dragon splashdown. We are in Stable 1.
SpaceX copies splashdown in Stable 1. On behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
And thanks for the great ride and the safe trip, and Grace is happy to be back.
We are happy to have you back home safely as well.
Some words between the core and our commander, Peggy Whitson, as the AX-4 crew has made it back home, splashed down at
Dragon. SpaceX, for your awareness, SISTI system verifications are in progress. I will report back when recovery personnel are en route.
Dragon.
Yeah, so now you can see a couple fast boats are going to be approaching the Dragon spacecraft. They're going to start with making sure that the spacecraft is safe. They're going to do some sniff checks. They're going to pick up those main parachutes. As Dragon splashed down, the chutes were immediately cut to make sure there's no safety issues there. So we'll pick up those main parachutes up. Once the crew deems that the spacecraft is safe, then our recovery vessel Shannon can begin to approach and begin the recovery process. So we are now eagerly waiting on recovery of our Dragon spacecraft with the AX-4 crew. Dragon has already autonomously completed several steps to save itself following splashdown.
So for those of you just joining us, the return of AX-4 has gone smoothly so far, and we just got great confirmation that crew has splashed down. So Dragon successfully re-entered the Earth's atmosphere, followed by deployment of its parachutes to slow the spacecraft down to a gentle 15 miles per hour. And at that point, they successfully splashed down in the Pacific Ocean at 2:31 a.m. Pacific time, off the coast of Southern California. So at this point, like you mentioned, Jesse, we are just waiting for Dragon's recovery of that from.
And let's go across to my colleague Siddharth also, who's joining us live on the broadcast. Siddharth, if you can talk to us about the significance of this mission, as it not only marks Shubhanshu Shukla as the second Indian astronaut in space, but also positions India as a top contender when it comes to the space community.
Axiom 4 is primarily a commercial mission where any country that wants to fly their astronaut to space pays and get a seat on board. So India also paid to get a seat on board this mission. But for India, Axiom 4 is more like a training, because India wants to do this from home soil. India wants to launch its own astronauts, including Shukla and 3 others, from home soil, that is from the spaceport in Sriharikota, on an ISRO rocket to space, and then bring them back like this for a splashdown landing in an Indian capsule. So this is going to be a complete Indian effort. This effort is titled Gaganyaan. So it is for this effort that India has partnered with Axiom to undertake this flight. This is more as a training flight for Shubhanshu Shukla, so that he gets a real feel of space. He gets to understand the systems. He gets to understand the process, because there's only so much you can gain from simulator training. For the last 4 years, the Indian astronaut candidates have been undergoing simulator training and theoretical training. But ultimately, nothing beats the real experience one gains from human spaceflight, which is why Indian government decided to pay upwards of $65 million and sent Shubhanshu Shukla, for training in the US and also for, spaceflight at the International Space Station. So now, once Shukla is back, he will share his valuable learnings with ISRO, with his fellow astronauts at ISRO. And also, Shukla's learnings would be very crucial for India's Gaganyaan program, because he can share his insights and also design Gaganyaan program accordingly.
Yes, that's exactly what I was coming to, Siddharth. The Indian Space Research Organization views Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's space trip as a crucial milestone towards its ambitious Gaganyaan program, as you just highlighted. If you can talk to us more about India's first planned crew mission set for 2027, talk to us about the significance of this mission vis-a-vis India's Gaganyaan program.
To talk to this matter about, to refer to this in a global perspective, let me just say that there are only 3 countries in the world with the capability to send their astronauts to space from their own soil using their own rocket and own spacecraft. Obviously, the first one to do so was the Soviet Union, then there was the US, and then the last player in that list is China. And there is a 4th player in that list, which very soon will be India, because doing it from home soil, using your own rocket and own technology, India will be the 4th to undertake human spaceflight. So that's where Gaganyaan comes in for India, in terms of our priorities in science and technology and space exploration. So once Gaganyaan happens, India will be the 4th country. So India's mission was to accomplish Gaganyaan by 2022. But of course, COVID pandemic and various other technical reasons has delayed the program. And also, obviously, this is the first time that India is attempting something of this sort, which is why it's taking a lot of time. And ISRO also does not mind about the delays, but ISRO wants to rather get it right, do it enough, test it enough, and get it right in your attempt. So this is a multi-phase program. Gaganyaan is not just about sending people to space. It's also in the first phase about sending a humanoid robot to space and bringing the robot back, because, human life is precious. It's beyond value. So you can put a robot and then send a robot to space, see how well the robot, manages there and, measure all the conditions in the craft, then bring the robot back. So at least 3 missions will involve a robot. Gaganyaan G1, G2, G3 will involve a robot that ISRO has developed. It's called Vyomamitra. It's a humanoid robot in the female form. So that robot will fly to space in the initial 3 missions. And thereafter, once ISRO gets complete confidence in all systems, so essentially 3 trials will be undertaken without humans on board. And then the 4th one, or perhaps, 4th one is what ISRO intends, that the 4th one will carry humans to space. So that's the idea. So as far as the timelines are concerned, things are a little fluid because, there have been multiple shifting of timelines given the nature of the technology and complexity.